One group, the experimental group, gets the medication, the experimental medication. Me giving someone a sugar pill with a suggestion it's going to lower their blood pressure will have some effect on some people in lowering their blood pressure. We can use our belief system to create real health, or we can use our belief system to stay stuck. Hello and welcome back to the Good Gut Feeling podcast, where we digest modern medicine with old world wisdom. Today we're going to talk about how we can use our mind to change our health through what we learned as the placebo effect. Before we jump right in, this topic, this podcast, and all our previous episodes are for educational purposes only and don't take the place of medical advice from your doctor. What is the placebo effect? What is the placebo effect? Do you know? Because every single trial, pharmaceutical trial, drug trial, anytime a drug comes out on the market, it needs a specific kind of trial, a specific kind of research study. That research study structure must include placebo. How is that placebo related to our health? So let's jump right in, because the placebo effect is actually an effect of our brain, our thought process, our subconscious beliefs on our true health. So when we see a drug come out in the market, a classic trial is a double-blind placebo trial. Without getting into great detail, they have to have two groups of people. One group, the experimental group, gets the medication, the experimental medication. The other group, the control group, gets a placebo. And what is the placebo? What is the placebo? Placebo is supposed to be an inert substance that looks exactly like the other pill. So typically it's a sugar pill. Why is that important? Why do we need that? And why is that so vital for every kind of study? Because just by looking at a pill, just by a doctor who is a qualified professional, a respected professional in many people's eyes, giving someone a pill is associated with some kind of treatment, the person will have some kind of belief about it. And many people have a belief that they're going to get better merely by getting the pill. And that is called the placebo effect. And why is it so important? Why is the placebo effect so important? Let me tell you. The placebo effect is something that we need to subtract from the effect of the drug. Meaning, let's say we're looking at how effective a drug is in lowering blood pressure. Okay, so let's say how effective it is in lowering blood pressure. And then we have a placebo which has zero inherent ability. It has zero inherent ability to lower blood pressure. But me giving someone a sugar pill with a suggestion it's going to lower their blood pressure will have some effect on some people in lowering their blood pressure. How could that be? How could it be that sugar pill is going to lower blood pressure? Now, if someone just ate sugar, the same ingredients that are in that pill, that will not lower their blood sugar. So it is something inherent in the process, a belief system that a pill, especially coming in the context of a medical treatment from a medical doctor, from a scientist, someone respected, is going to have some effect. That effect is called the placebo effect. And the placebo effect needs to be subtracted from the effect of the pill that's being studied. The placebo effect needs to be subtracted, because how do we know that the pill that's being studied is not just creating an effect that's the placebo effect? So we need to subtract that and see if there's anything extra. So is there an extra benefit to taking the pill, or is it merely the placebo effect? That's not the point of this talk, though. The point of this talk is, how can we use the placebo effect to change our health, and how can we use the placebo effect to change our lives? because we can see how vital, how important that belief system is in creating an effect. So what does that mean? What does that mean, and how can we use that information? I have seen people, some of my patients, who are very sick, very, very sick. I have seen a patient in my office who looked so terrible, I was scared that I was gonna have to call 911 during the visit. And he did exceptionally well. He did exceptionally well. And I've had patients who had minimal symptoms, especially compared to this person, who didn't do well. What is the difference? And some of these people, by the way, who did have minimal symptoms, they didn't do well with any treatment. They didn't do well with a conventional treatment, and they had seen multiple doctors, none of whom could help them. How can we explain that? One thing that I have seen among the people who did not do well, it is not the only thing, there are many factors in health, but this is a very important factor because this factor can be a breaking point. It can be used to create real health. We can use our belief system to create real health, or we can use our belief system to stay stuck. And we can stay stuck in our physical health, in our emotional health, in our relationships, in our professional growth, you name it, because the mind is so powerful. So powerful. So how are we going to use that placebo effect? And how can someone sabotage their own health with a negative belief system? There are people who have been conditioned from life experiences, from childhood experiences, to believe that life is hard, life is dangerous, life is unpredictable, life is insecure, life is scary, life is dangerous. Those people may walk around and believe that they will catch a disease because it's scary, because there's people outside, because other people carry germs. We don't need someone else to get us sick. We have enough bugs living inside and outside of our bodies. So how do we prevent disease? We can use the placebo effect. If I walk around and I know that life is safe, and I am safe, and I am healthy, and my immune system is strong, I have a lower chance of getting sick than myself with the same physical health, with the same microbiome, with the same immune system, walking around afraid of other people, afraid of getting sick, afraid of life. So we can create health just through our belief system. I know I'm healthy. I know I can get over any disease. Any illness is not a problem for me. I have a strong and healthy, robust immune system. That can create health. Alternatively, I walk around the world fearful and afraid. Now, it doesn't matter whether I am afraid of a disease, or I'm afraid of financial issues, or I'm afraid of loneliness, or I'm afraid of you name it. Whatever we're afraid of, we bring that closer. Whatever our belief system is, we can help create that. So if you are stuck, if there is something that you just can't push through, maybe you're the kind of person that can push through everything. You've done it, you're successful. There's just that one thing that is a huge hurdle. It is a mountain. Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe it's a promotion. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's finding that special person. Maybe it's having a child. Maybe that is the place where we can check in and use the positive effect of the placebo to our benefit. So let's say someone's having a challenge with their health, and that person's done all the necessary steps, and they're eating well, they've been to all these great doctors, it makes no sense why they're still sick, and there are so many people like that. What is it? It's time to check in. Is there something about me that believes I'm not good enough? I'm not strong enough. I'm not worthy enough. It's important to recognize that and move forward. So step one, if you are stuck in something, and we're all stuck in something. For some people it's financial issues, for some people it's family issues. I'm talking about health, but real health is not just physical health. Real health is every aspect of our lives. So if you are stuck in that one thing, is there something about you that feels that you are not worthy, that you are not capable, that you are not good enough? I am not worthy of being healthy. Is that something that maybe is a thought, a subconscious thought, something that sits deep inside of you, maybe from childhood? If we are able to recognize it, we are able to fix it. And we still go back to the same process. Sometimes we need another person, especially when it comes through those subconscious beliefs, especially when it comes to those deep things. But really, meditation is able to get through that process, to able to reverse that subconscious process that is keeping us stuck. So how do you do it? So let's say for you it is feeling stuck in your health. Let's say it's muscle pain and weakness. You picture yourself running. You picture yourself swimming, whatever that is that you can't do. If it's bowel issues, someone has very bad diarrhea, they're always worried they're gonna have a long drive, have a long trip, they have to go out and always know where the toilet is. That prevents them from fully being present in social activities. It restricts some of their social activities. Whatever that is, picture yourself already there. So if it's a musculoskeletal issue, picture yourself running. If it's a digestive issue, go on that road trip, calm and at ease. If it's a job promotion, picture that money in your bank account. Whatever that is for you, visualize it regularly. Picture it like it's already there. Picture it in detail. And two other important aspects is we need to be the actor in the movie, not an observer of the movie. So if you're meditating that you're driving on that road trip, you're not watching yourself like you are watching a movie. You are watching yourself like you're sitting in that car. So if you're sitting in that car, you're looking through the windshield and you're feeling the seat under your butt, and you are maybe having the wind blowing from the open window. You feel it. And the second aspect that we need to have is we need to feel joy, and we need to be happy, and we need to have that positive emotion attached to it. And when we can do that, and when we can have consistency on a regular basis, we can create magical results. Thank you for watching this. I look forward to seeing you next week. Stay healthy, stay gutsy. If you like what you hear, we have so much more content on wholegut.com.